Hey everybody, just doing another plain Jane video, giving it to you straight. I got an idea. I got a brainstorm I'd like to share with everybody. I want your opinion. Watch watch one of Trey's latest videos. I think it was earlier today or maybe even yesterday. I think it was today though. It's called Cut the BS. Go to Trey's Trades videos. And something crossed my mind as I was watching him. He was acting very upset, very empathetic towards the ape nation, considering everything that's happening lately. And I noticed a couple of things about him, and I want you guys' opinion on this. I noticed he wears a plain shirt every time he does a video, like a plain gray shirt, kind of like Lou with plain clothes, but he wears just a plain t-shirt. And he always has that college student look. The way he dresses, the way he lives. Look at the room. Look at the stuff that's behind him when he does a video. It always has that college dorm look. And, I feel like it's a setup. It's a brainstorm that I've gotten today. And I just want to share this with you guys because I feel like Trey could be an actor in all of this. He plays the part so well. He dresses like a 22-year-old. His hair looks like a 22-year-old. He wears a plain shirt like he's a struggling college student. He looks like he lives in a dorm room. He likes to infer that he's always struggling. He works in the military and then he comes home and he does all these videos. The guy makes like $70,000 to $80,000 a month. This is a guarantee. This is for sure. Okay, he might not make as much as Matt, and I know I rip on Matt. Matt makes a lot of money. Okay, Matt probably makes like $2 million a year when you add in all those paid live chats he does. At least Trey doesn't do that. But I feel like Trey could be like an actor, like a plant. Hear me out on this. What would be the best way for the hedge funds and for the 1% in general, that untouchable society that you barely ever hear about in the media, if ever? The hidden ones, the ones with the 99.5% wealth, I'm not talking about Elon, but I'm talking about the hidden people. What would be the best way to orchestrate just another way to steal all the money from the new generations of people and put it in the pockets of the 1%? What would be the best way to do that? Well, if they start to see a movement taking place, like with GME when it first started last November, the best way to hijack that would be to hire some actors and put them in really good positions of power, but hire actors that young people can relate to. Hire actors that the young apes, college students, high school students, working class, people that are just working at McDonald's. All you guys watching this video that are just struggling, you're making, $9 an hour or whatever. If you watch Trey, he's going to gain your trust very quickly because of how he looks and how he talks. Even though he's got that mustache, which makes him look 30 years old now, before he had the mustache, he looked really young, okay? And he always talks very heartfelt and everything. But if you watch that video, Cut the BS, the one he just did, watch it carefully. I think he's acting. He's acting like he's upset, but it just comes off as false. His body language isn't right. His facial expressions aren't right. The tone of his voice. And then, to exaggerate how he feels about you guys, all the true apes that are actually losing money, he puts his head down like this and shakes his head. I can't believe it. I do a better job than him. Okay, and I'm not even an actor. I think there's a good chance Trey and Matt and Review Dork, maybe not all of them, but Trey and Matt for sure, they could very well be hired by hedge funds, by the top hedge funds, by Kenny, to be all part of this mess. Look, it would explain why after AMC went really high in June, I think it was June 5th that happened, it would explain why when it was on its way back down, every time there was new obvious bullshit going on, the SEC, they did nothing. Then Gary was hired. He did nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Everybody in government just looked the other way. And of course, the media made it look like it was other things that were causing the downfall, and it was the Ape Nation's fault. They always put it on the Ape Nation. They always made us look like, yeah, and I'm including me because I was part of it for about 8 months. They always wanted to make us look like these irresponsible 18-year-old pizza delivery drivers that didn't know what the fuck we were doing. Some of us have many years of experience. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say, consider the fact that this was all orchestrated from the beginning. Building up the Ape Nation, building up their confidence. It's very easy to talk a mass group of people. It's even easier to talk a young mass group of people into believing in a movement or a stock. You know, this is like CIA, this is like PsyOp stuff, mind control stuff, but in the stock market, you know. Getting a bunch of people around the world, especially young people, to believe in this cause and this movement. I even got swept up in it. And I'm a very critical, analytical, I don't believe in anything ever, and I got swept up in it. I'm usually very pessimistic when it comes to trading in the markets, and I got swept up in it. But anyway, I feel like this could have been a big mind control experiment, you know. Sweep up as many people into this fake ape, you know, we'll call it the Ape Nation movement or whatever, and bring in as many innocent people that don't know anything about the market, get them to invest, you know, even 500, 1,000, a few thousand. That might not seem like a lot of money, but when 5 million people are doing it, that's, you know, probably a couple $100 billion, maybe more, into the pockets of the 1% after they ladder down and do all the synthetic shorting, you know, bring it all the way up. They make money on the come up. Bring it all the way down. They make money on the come down, you know, all orchestrated in conjunction with the major media, CNBC, Fox Business. Yes, Charles Payne, all of it could all very well be fake. I know it sounds like a massive conspiracy, but just think about that. Think about how easy it was for you to get excited about this movement, how easy it was for you to open up a Robinhood account and dump $2,000 on AMC or whatever you had or whatever you continue to put into it. Consider how easy it was to get you excited because we all have that little greed candle within us, you know? It's so easy to ignite that little greed candle. Anyway, it's just a thought I had. It would be very easy to fool millions of people, steal all that money on the come down, but most importantly, make money on the come up. You know, they could all get in on the wave at the beginning, make hundreds of millions, billions, whatever, and then make money on the come down. And now we're in the third act of this play, of this act. We're at the end of the show almost. And trust me, people, I know about acts and theater because, you know, that's my business in Vegas. That's what I used to do. So think about all that. And I don't know, the way that Trey was acting in his video today, it's called Cut the BS. It's like another candle went off in my head. Another light flickered. Just like in August, around late August, when I started to figure out this was all bullshit and I pulled out. I'm getting that flicker again when I watched Trey and the way he acts. He overacts. He overacts when he's concerned. When I did my last video for you guys, that was real empathy. I really am pissed off for you. I'm not putting my head down and I'm not doing this. Why would Trey be so upset? I mean, realistically in real life, nobody acts like that on a YouTube channel. And B, he personally has nothing to worry about. He makes $70,000 to $80,000 a month, even without the live chats. So anyway, just think about that, everybody. Have a good night. Richie, I look forward to tomorrow night, Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a throwdown.